Hi, my name is Matthew, and I've been living on my own because I ran away from home because my mom was just too miserable. I've been working for myself and I've been getting jobs. I take jobs like this. I would take jobs if the people could afford me a little bit of money and a little bit of shelter and a little bit of food. So I took those jobs in order to provide for myself. Because when you're in the streets alone without no parents, it can be hard. So I took these jobs to survive on my own. I saved a lot of money to went on a camping trip. It was like a one-way camping trip for myself. When I arrived there, I was walking. The woods was full with a lot of trees, birds chirping, crickets rolling. It was really fun and nice. I carried a map with me that I don't get lost because GPS don't really give enough help in this type of the woods because it was so far. My phone not even could pick up a signal. I keep walking and walking. And it was kind of fun. It was nice to just get out of the house and enjoy the beautiful sunset and the beautiful nature of water. It was really good. I bucked up on this big waterfalls. The waterfalls was massive. I dipped my feet in the water. The water was so cold and nice. I splashed some water on my face and filled a buckle. And then I was looking around, enjoying the beautiful waterfalls. The water was nice. I take it as a sandwich out of my bag and munched on it. When I hear a sound coming from the woods, it sounded like a banging. The ear in the back of my neck stood up because it sounded like when someone was ringing a bell. Out of curiosity, I said, let me keep walking because I don't want night to come down and I'm still in this wood. So I keep walking when I feel a drop of rain splashed on my face. And then rain started falling. I started running out of panic. I was soaking wet. Lightning was flashing rapidly. I was looking around, seeing if there was a cottage nearby where I can shelter for the night. Without curiosity, I just hid under a big tree nearby. Lightning was striking rapidly, making the atmosphere spooky. I hold my bag in my arms because I don't want my money and things to get wet. I looked around, feeling shocked and scared because what am I going to do now? My clothes were soaking wet. My hair, everything was soaking wet. The only attention I got was from the tree. I keep ear sounds in the woods, making the ear in the back of my neck stood up because I thought there was no house in these woods. Without curiosity, I keep walking where the sound was at, and then I see a big temple. It was like a kung fu temple. I banged on the door out of no curiosity, without thinking, because I was so hungry and I was soaking wet. I banged on the door, waiting for someone to open the door and greet me in. I waited for some time, and I waited until the door finally opened. When the door opened, pitch darkness took place in front of me, and then I see two big eyes bulge out of the sockets. The ear in the back of my neck stood up like sharp needles. I didn't know what to do, and then the figure showed itself. It was a man in a robe. This looked like some sort of cult, but I didn't take it to anything. I just explained my situation to the man and waiting for a response. Hopefully, he think about my situation and let me in. The house was full of candles and full of sculptures of skeleton bones and those kind of things. It didn't come with natural light. The man led me up to a room, bedroom, one room bed apartment. I thanked him and he gave me a red robe to sleep in. I fell asleep and closed my eyes for some bit till I hear a banging on my door. I get up without curiosity and say, "Who is it?" And then I said, "I'm sorry," because I was in their house. Then I see the same man what greet me in from the time. He said, "Can you come downstairs, please?" When I come downstairs, I was kind of shocked. He lead me to a room with a table and some other people sitting down in the same outfit as us. And in the middle, there was a man with the same outfit as me. He walked up to me, but I couldn't see the partial of his face. His face was covered with the wood. He talked in a demonic growl. He was saying some things, making my ear in the back, in my back of my neck stood up. He was saying, "It's nice to meet you. I suggest an offer." I said, "It looks like the man in the red robe do not speak English, but thank God I got the man in the white robe to translate for me." The man said, "I suggest a sacrifice." I said, "Sacrifice," and then the man revealed himself in the red robe. The ear in the back of my neck stood up like sharp needle. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The man in the red robe do not look like human. He have rat-backed ears, and his eyes was hollow, and he have a big mouth and rotten teeth. I said, "What was going on here? Let me out." The man in the red robe looked at me and not saying anything. Then two other men in white robes grabbed me and pinned me on the wall. The ear in the back of my neck stood up because I said, "Jesus Christ, I'm going to be the sacrifice." It looks like he sacrificed this boy already. And then what I see, he lift up the boy and start open his hollow mouth and munch on the boy. The ear in the back of my neck stood up. He was munching on the boy resistantly. He bite off his head and he munched on the boy's head. Blood splashed everywhere. The ear in the back of my neck stood up. The man in the white robe chuckled like it was something good. I screamed loudly. Thus, if a next village nearby, they can hear me scream. The ear in the back of my neck stood up. When I see his face was growing back, it looks like the more human he consumes, the more younger he gets. I scream loudly because I know he munched on that boy, and I will be next. I run like a scared little rabbit because my life was on the line, and I got too much to live for. When I
Demon from hell.
Stop him! Don't let him get away! It's my last sacrifice. I need him to complete my translation. I want to be younger. I run like a scared little rabbit. I run till I reach out of the temple, and I run and I run. I can hear they're following me, but I keep running. I run and I run and I run and I run. I run for my life. This is the fastest I ever run until I fainted on the ground. When I wake up, I see the beautiful sunrise over me. I was covered in leaf. It looks like I hit my head. I was all covered in dirt and leaf. But I thank God that I was safe, because if I didn't run out there, I know I would be consumed as well. It turns out to be, I looked at this cult on Google. They were called the Sacrificers. They lived in this big temple, and when their master died, they tried to summon him back. But in order to do that, the master would call young kids towards him and then consume them to get younger. They call the cycle the hunters. Now, people got frustrated and angry because their kids keep going missing, and then people get scared and burn down the house. But sometimes people said they can hear the screams of the cult in that building. Ever since that, I tried to stay far away from the woods. I will never take a trip like that again, but I still got the robe to remember myself about that blooded night.